Hello bartenders, welcome to another Fine We Hate Bars Let's Play. I'm Ben, and this is more Fallout 4, Psychopath Run. And this is a dog. Hello puppy. So last time I kind of got started on this run, found out I couldn't kill Codsworth, and apparently you can't kill the dog either. Which makes me feel like an absolute jackass for repeatedly beating it, because I'm a dog person. I like dogs. I actually wasn't looking forward to that. I was kind of dreading it, but I can't actually even damage it. So I'm not going to try. I'll just go do what the game wants me to do. And yet, even though I just beat him repeatedly in the face with a tiger iron, he's still happy to see me. That is a true blue friend right there. So I don't think you have really a choice in this. I just kind of went through the options as normal. But just so everyone knows, I'm not planning on keeping the dog with me. One, I feel it kind of like defeats the purpose of the Psychopath Run to have a companion with you the whole time you're doing it. It just kind of, denigrates the experience for me. But two, I always find the companions, people talk up companions in this game and say, oh yeah, they're so great. Personally, I think they just kind of get in the way a lot. So I tend not to use them. Oh look, the preset encounter is started. Yeah, mole rats are not even remotely threatening, even in this game. Anyway, now that we've dealt with that little hassle and searched the place, we're now ready to go on to the main event of the day, which is we're going to go down to Concord and check out these people that Codsworth has told us so much about. But first, blood bugs. Because apparently the people down in Concord are armed, and that's good, because that means they have weapons which I can then take. Reaching Concord helped me level up. So for starters, I would like to have the strong back perk unlocked. I'm only at tier 5 strength. I need to be at tier 6 for that. None of the rest of these are really that useful, I don't think. But having this, I think, would be... I think having this would be quite useful. I know it's not survival mode, and therefore my carry weight isn't, fuck nothing. But even still, having an extra plus 50 to my carry capacity, and then later on getting the ability to fast travel while over encumbered, those are all things that are going to be extremely useful to me. As mentioned, Locksmith is tier 4 for Perception. So once I get the Perception bobblehead at the Museum of History, or whatever that place is called, Museum of Science, or... Anyway, once I go to the Concord and find the museum place with where the Minutemen are holed up, I can get the Perception bobblehead. That'll get me there. And as with Strength, none of the rest of these are really that useful. This might be useful since I plan to kind of snipe a little bit, or rather a lot, but it's not 100%, I don't need it, it's not essential. So Endurance is one of those trees that doesn't seem to have a lot of useful perks in it anymore. I mean, you got Toughness, you got Life Giver, and then the rest are all just kind of things I wouldn't really take other than... I mean, actually, I'll tell you what, I was going to say I would take Adamantium Skeleton, but that would be in, prior games. Because I've taken Adamantium Skeleton in, Fallout New Vegas. But something I was realizing, and I was looking back at it as I was playing survival mode, crippled limbs heal over time. And fairly quickly, too. And, I'll play in my other games, and, I had one situation where, I got all 4 limbs crippled by a bomb, or, a mine that went off. Managed to survive it. But, they all got crippled. And I'm like, oh, crap, what do I need to do? I'm like, tell you what, I'm pretty near to a town. I'm going to go back and have a doctor just heal me up. I'll pay caps, whatever. As I'm walking towards the town, all of a sudden, all my limbs just uncripple. And I looked in there, and I saw that they had all gone back to full health. And I'm like, wait, what? So I'm looking at that, I'm like, what's the point of having a limb crippling system if it's just going to heal automatically like that? And on the same note, that makes this perk completely freaking useless. So there's basically nothing I want. Well, I can't say there's nothing I want after tier 3. There is one perk I'd like after tier 3, but it's more of a fun to have, not necessarily need to have. So that's why Endurance is going to cap at 3. Christmas is a bit of an interesting one for Fallout 4 because it's way more useful here than it was in the previous games, especially if you want to do a lot with the settlements. I don't. That was apparently a mistake I made in my survival mode run, was I didn't, get local leader and do stuff with, all the different settlements I'd started. I mean, I've been getting people constantly telling me that was sort of a failing of mine, but I don't really care. It's not... I don't like messing around with the settlements. I try to do it as little as possible in my own playthroughs. And honestly, outside of that, charisma just isn't useful for... I mean, you can use it for persuasion attempts, but I feel like I'm not going to be doing a lot of persuasion attempts. The only thing I would like is... I might put a point or two in charisma, or get the charisma bobblehead and a point, just to get up to the Lone Wanderer perk, because I'm not really going to be using companions at all. So 15% damage reduction and plus 50 carry weight, in addition to like strong back, that could be a really useful. And that actually goes up. Yeah, and if you get it max, you do 30%. You take 30% less damage, deal 25% more damage, and 100 plus carry weight. Yeah, okay, I think I'm going to want that eventually, but it's not essential, and I'm not going to need it in the early game. Intelligence, very much like perception, not going to really need it above 4. It's not essential in this game anyway. There's no skill points anymore. So rather than giving you bonus skill points, they just give you bonus experience, which isn't terribly important. I mean, there's not really any way to run out of experience points, at least not easily. And there's only a certain amount of perks I'll need to take anyway. After like I hit about level 30 or so, that's probably about as high as I really need to be. And so yeah, outside of tier 4, like obviously you want tier 3 for gun nut and tier 4 for hacker. I'd also like to get tier 6 for science to give me, you know, the tech mods. But past that, you know, better effect from chems, hack robots, you know, radiation damage, and fusion core. That actually might be useful now that I think about it. Extra 25% on fusion cores, or lasting twice as long. Yeah, that'd be really useful to have. Nerd rage, fucking useless, just like it's always been. So I'll probably try to get this up to 6 at some point, but for now it's perfectly fine at 4. As mentioned, I wanted agility up to 7. Because it gave me access to the ninja perk, and that's, I think, really important to get sooner rather than later if you're going to be doing sneak attacks, which I'm going to be doing a lot of them. So, and outside of that, again, just like everything else, there's not a lot that you need higher. Like, the higher tier perks all seem kind of useless. I mean, this is kind of situationally useful, being able to, like, you know, stagger enemies when you're sprinting in power armor. Intimidation is kind of useful if you want to dump that many points into charisma. And yeah, and gun fu can be kind of useful if you really rely heavily on VATS, which I don't. But again, like, what's the other one? Blitz. VATS melee distance is increased significantly. I don't really use VATS for melee other than if I'm sneak attacking, which I don't really need melee distance increased. I mean, I still will probably max out agility at some point just to get, like, the extra, you know, the extra VATS points as well as, like, the better ability to sneak. That's going to be really useful, but other than that, it's just going to be, like, the perks and stuff I get. So, like, Gunslinger, Commando, Sneak, those are going to be really useful. Action Boy I'll probably get, and Ninja, of course. All those perks are going to be things that I want eventually. Luck is probably one of the weird ones, because a lot of people I know don't really choose Luck for Fallout 4. They say it's kind of been botched, it's not really as useful as it used to be. I don't know, to me, it affects critical hits, which I do use occasionally. And just, you know, again, there are perks in here I do want. Better criticals is something that I think will be really useful as we go on. You know, 2.5 times critical damage. For a guy who's going to be sneak attacking a lot, and relying on, like, one-hit kills, that's going to be something I want. Bloody Mess, I generally always take Bloody Mess. Not even necessarily for, like, the explosions, but more for, like, the damage bonus. I mean, it doesn't get as big in this, it's only up to 15% damage. But still, that's with every single weapon, so it means any weapon I pick up and use will automatically have that damage bonus. For right now, though, I'm just going to use a very basic perk, which is going to be the first rank of Sneak. Because it's an instant 20%, and given that you only get 10% bonus for every level it comes up, the fact that you get 20% to start actually means you get double the bonus you normally would. Now, this is the first area I'm going to have to use a gun, because there are nasty things up ahead that will take a lot of damage to get down. Ah, there we are! My first human kills. What's up, guys? How's everything going? Probably not great now, because you're dead. Holy crap, I leveled up again. Well, I can't take my second rank in Sneak now because they put level, requirements on all of these. So I think I'm going to have to pick a different perk. I don't have a rifle yet, so I think I'm just going to go for a pistol perk and just get the 20% damage base for that. And that should be fine. So after looting all the raiders, this is my current loadout. The road leathers with, leather bits of armor and the assault gas mask. I think that looks, proper terrifying to start off. Yeah, I feel like anyone who sees that coming, charging down the road at them, firing with a gun, they're going to know what's up. They're going to know very clearly, not friend at all. And now to commence my time-honored Fallout tradition of looting everything in sight, so I will return to you when I'm ready to actually go do the Minutemen quest thing and help them out. So after scrounging up a few stim packs and various junk items, I think I'm about ready to actually continue with this. Okay, so first thing to note, gunfire already, which means somebody else is already killing things, and that's not cool, guys. Come on, I mean, that's my job. See, look how good I am at it. Uh-oh. So that's 3 bullets and 3 headshots. Off to a good start so far. Also, I know that these are mannequins and not actually people, so they don't count, but I kind of feel like I haven't done my job in a Psychopath playthrough if I leave anything standing at all. So I don't know if I mentioned this in the survival mode run, but just in case you weren't aware, if you haven't found bobby pins by the time you get to the museum of whatever this is, what is this, museum of something? I don't even know. I still wasn't paying attention to what place we're even in. But if you haven't found any bobby pins by the time you get here, there's a pack of bobby pins just outside or just inside on that little cigarette machine through that gate, and there's 4 more right here. So you will always have bobby pins, and that way you won't have to do the god-awful hacking minigame. Son of a bitch. And of course, I continue to be just as good at picking locks in this game as I was in Fallout New Vegas. So, I remember by this point in the survival mode run, I was actually kind of terrified of all these stupid raiders, and constantly trying to be super stealthy and, take care not to piss them off. But on this occasion, I decided to go full frontal assault. Huh. There we go. Oh, come on, how did that not kill him? Oh, sorry, did you hear me opening a fridge? Oh, that's unfortunate. Why don't you come open this door? Oh, more the fool you. Looting the room, looting everything, you're in my way. Ah, here we go. Perception bobblehead. This is something I wanted. I wonder, can I shoot this light? So I'm shooting the light, but it doesn't appear to be doing anything. Oh, sorry, were you waiting for me to say something? Oh, well, how about you owe me?
Yeah, sure thing. I'll give you my chest full of emeralds.
Oh, sweet. Emeralds are really... Oh, wait a second. This is the apocalypse. Emeralds are going to be fucking used. You bastard! You're giving me worthless currency. Yes, I'm sure I very much don't care about your backstory and how you got all the people you love killed. Power armor? I remember the guy outside of the vault had power armor and I wanted it. What's the added bonus? What's the added bonus? A minigun? Oh, Christmas and Thanksgiving have come both at once. Yes, I know there's something angry coming, and it's standing right in front of you. So, we found the power armor. Step 1, get inside power armor. Step 2, grab heavy artillery. That's more like it. What's that? You said you want me to come down there? Okay. Whee! How's this for down? Hey, Crystal. You like bullets? I got some bullets for you. Head appears to be allergic to bullets. Mental note of that for next enemy. So, not quite done yet. Let's kill off this guy. And that thing. Up there. Ah, here we go. DeathClaw. You made mock of me the last time I fought you, but this time I shall have the last laugh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, not good. Not good. Very not good. Oh, didn't actually do that much damage, and something exploded. Come on, you should be... There we go. Down he goes. Hey, so you know what's a great idea? watching all your friends get murdered by a maniac in power armor wielding a freaking minigun of death, who then proceeds to murder a cosmic monstrosity, and deciding to go up against him with a freaking pistol. I mean, between the DeathClaw and the couple dozen raiders I've murdered so far, I'd say I've more than made up for not killing my wife in the last part. Yeah, about the whole me being on your side thing, it's not really so much on your side as happen to not be firing you at that exact moment. Unfortunately for you, that time has come to an end. Whee! Die, everybody! Right, so as it turns out, you can't just do that, because, as I just found out the hard way, all 5 of these characters are immortal. So I can burn through all my ammo on them, and they'll just get right back up and keep fighting me, and I don't particularly feel like doing that. So I guess we're gonna be civil for right now, and agree to actually help them. Sure. I mean, you didn't bother to ask specifically what I'm going to get done, so I guess I can count that. Oh, look, the druggie's gonna try and tell me my future. Oh, surprise, surprise! Looks like your special superpower doesn't work without drugs. Wait, what was that about killing her? Yes, you are. I'm glad Mama Murphy understands what's going on. So, it sounds like despite my best efforts to turn down all the help that is offered, it looks like in a minute here I'm going to have some new, and might I stress unwanted, neighbors. But, to be honest, I'm not too terribly concerned about unwanted neighbors, because just like Mrs. Thompson down the road, you know, with all the times she screamed at me and told me not to walk on your lawn to get my ball, I've got a special surprise I like to use for people who annoy me. But of course, unlike Mrs. Thompson, there probably won't be that many people around to attend the funeral, so I guess that's probably a negative, huh? So we've made it back to Sanctuary, and this is supposed to be the part where we go about customizing the town and fixing things and building stuff. Unfortunately, you can't actually do that until they freaking show up. And they're still way the heck down the road because they take their sweet ass time getting here. Yeah, you can see they're not even close, so I'm going to see if I can find a chair. One of my big complaints about Fallout 4, the fact that you need to find a chair in order to freaking wait. Which means now if you're just wanting to sit in someone's house, hidden, waiting for them to come home so you can commit whatever atrocity you're going to on them, you actually have to wait manually rather than just press select and set how many hours. Let's go ahead and wait for a couple hours for the slowpokes to show up. Oh, and they've already taken everything over. Well done. Alright, Preston Garvey, how things going? You enjoying taking advantage of my hospitality? Huh? Kinda walking into my town uninvited? Yeah, that's cool. I don't care, your hat's stupid. Also, why is it curved on one side but not on the other? So, a group of surviving people in a settlement in the middle of the wasteland with no way of asking for help. This sounds like a job for Captain Murderbot. And just like that, we've completed a quest. And we should gain a level from this, I believe. Oh yeah, easily gain a level from this. Okay, so for my 3rd level this part, because I've been leveling up quite quickly, I'm going to go ahead and take Gun Nut. That should allow me to mod my weapons with some advanced things, and especially if I can get a hunting rifle fairly early on, which I know where I plan to get one, that's going to be extremely important. So yes, we've made it back to Sanctuary. We've sort of tentatively joined the Minutemen. I say joined. Really, they just kind of showed up and said, hey, we're going to make you do stuff, because otherwise we're going to sit here and not do anything and just, you know, take up space. So now I become embroiled in their little pseudo-war here against bad things, almost like social justice warriors complaining about the bad things and wanting to fight the bad things by punching, you know, alleged Nazis without really knowing what a Nazi is. But never mind. We will see about helping them next part. And just so you know, these people will not be around terribly long. I mean, Preston Garvey's going to be around for fucking ever, because I'm not sure you can never take off his Essentials tag. But as for the rest of these guys, we will see what we can do about getting rid of them fairly early on. But that'll all be next part. In the meantime, thanks as always for watching, guys. I was Ben, and this was Fallout 4 Psychopath Run. See you next time, everyone.